Exporting a complete list of users from a SharePoint site usually means digging through system settings, copying pages of raw text, and manually formatting the results into something readable. We can bypass that manual workload. By building a Power Automate flow, you can extract the directory automatically and deliver a perfectly formatted CSV document straight to your cloud storage. The build follows 3 architectural steps: fetching raw data from the server, purging the automated system accounts, and structuring the final output matrix. To follow along, you only need 2 things ready: an active Power Automate environment and the URL of your target SharePoint site. This process replaces one-off manual exports with a repeatable structure. Once the logic is in place, the data gathering happens on demand. Step 1 is initializing the flow. Create an instant cloud flow and select the manual trigger option for total control over the extraction. Next, add a new step and search for the Send an HTTP request to SharePoint action. This serves as the communication bridge to the server. Configure the action by pasting your target SharePoint URL into the site address field and setting the method to get. To access the hidden user directory, enter this string into the URI field: API/web/site-users. Before moving on, rename this HTTP action to getUsers. This ensures your data variables remain identifiable when we start mapping them in the next stage. This API connection transforms the SharePoint site from a closed directory into an accessible data source for our flow. The data returned by the API arrives as a dense JSON array, which is effectively unreadable in its raw state. To extract the identities we need, add a select action. This allows us to isolate specific fields from the larger data block. In the From field of the select action, point to the body/results of the previous step. This tells the flow to iterate through every record found in the user directory. In the left side Map field, type User Principal Name. This defines the header for our new cleaned array. In the right side field, use the expression item User Principal Name to target that specific value within the JSON object. This mapping process isolates the human identities from the machine data, turning server output into an actionable list. Even with the mapping complete, the list still contains blank entries and automated system background accounts. Add a filter array action to strip out these unwanted records. Set the From field to the select action output. For the condition, set User Principal Name to the operator is not equal to. To filter for null entries, you cannot simply type the word null as text. Doing so causes the flow to look for the literal string null rather than empty data. Instead, go to the Expression tab and type null there. This inputs the programmatic value, which appears as a purple token in the configuration box. This logical filter ensures the final output is completely pristine, containing only valid users with no system artifacts. Now that the data is sanitized, add a Create CSV Table action to convert the array into a standard document format. Add a Create File action, targeting your preferred cloud storage, such as OneDrive or a SharePoint document library. Choose your destination folder and set the file name to SharePoint-users.csv. In the File Content parameter, insert the dynamic output from the CSV table step. This step completes the sequence, moving the data out of the automation engine and into a permanent, shareable document. To test the build, click Test in the upper right, select Manual, and trigger the flow. As the flow runs, you can track the data moving through each node. Green check marks will confirm when each logical step is finished. When the flow is complete, check your destination folder for the generated CSV file. Opening the file confirms the integrity of the data. Every row contains a valid user principal name, with all blank rows and system accounts successfully removed. This logic creates a reusable framework for any scenario that requires querying, filtering, and exporting enterprise data at scale.